Imagine for a moment that you are holding a simple, everyday object, a cup of coffee. It's warm, comforting, and it barely weighs a thing, maybe 8 or 10 ounces. If I were to ask you, how heavy is this cup of coffee? You might try to guess its exact weight. You might think about the ceramic, the liquid, the dimensions. But in the grand scheme of human experience, the absolute physical weight of this cup doesn't actually matter. What matters is how long you hold it. If you hold this cup for a minute, it's nothing. You barely notice it. You take a sip, you move on with your morning. The stresses, the anxieties, and the worries of our lives are exactly like this cup of coffee. Think about the looming deadlines at work, the financial pressures, the argument you had with a friend, or the deep uncertainties you harbor about the future. When you think about these things for a few minutes, it's fine. It's normal. It's just a part of being a functioning human being. But if you think about them for hours, they begin to ache. They create a tightness in your chest. If you hold on to them all day and into the night, they paralyze you. You become incapable of doing anything else. You can't sleep, you can't focus, you can't connect with the people you love. The weight of your problems hasn't actually changed. The deadline is the same. The bank balance is the same. But the duration of your worry has compounded the weight until it is crushing you. This is the fundamental difference between acute stress and chronic stress. Our brains and bodies were brilliantly designed to handle short-term, acute stress. We encounter a problem, our sympathetic nervous system kicks in, cortisol and adrenaline flood our veins. We deal with the threat, and then, crucially, our nervous system resets. The cup is lifted, the coffee's consumed, the cup is put down. But in our modern world, the threats aren't usually things we can fight or outrun. They're abstract. They're emails, mortgages, and social expectations. And because there is no immediate physical resolution, we just keep holding the cup. We ruminate. We let our minds spin the exact same anxious narratives over and over again. We trick our bodies into believing we are in a state of constant, relentless danger, simply because we refuse to open our fingers and let the object rest on the table. So, what is the antidote? It isn't to pretend the cup doesn't exist. Toxic positivity tells us to just throw the cup away, but you have real responsibilities. You have genuine challenges that require your attention, your intellect, and your effort. The antidote is simply learning when and how to put the cup down to rest your arm. You have to consciously choose to release the weight, even if just for a little while, so that when you do have to pick it back up, you actually have the strength to carry it. Life will always hand you cups of coffee. Some will be heavier than others. Some will be scalding hot. But the secret to resilience isn't having the superhuman strength to hold on to your problems forever without flinching. The secret to resilience is knowing how to rest. Before you go to sleep tonight, look at the worries you've been carrying all day. Acknowledge them. They're real and they matter. But then, do yourself the ultimate kindness. Put the cup down. We need to intentionally create what we can call put the cup down moments. These do not happen by accident. In a world that demands our constant attention, you have to build these moments into your day with fierce boundary setting. Here is how you do it. Practice intentional compartmentalization. When you leave your workspace, leave the cup on your desk. The emails will be there tomorrow. The project will be there tomorrow. Your arm needs the evening to recover. Say it out loud if you have to. I am putting the cup down until 9 a.m. Interrupt the mental loop. When you feel the weight becoming unbearable, change your physical state. Mindfulness isn't about emptying your mind. It's about grounding yourself so deeply in the present moment that you literally cannot hold on to the worries of the future. Take a walk in the cold air. Splash ice water on your face. Focus entirely on the physical sensation of breathing for 60 seconds. When you shift your focus to your physical senses, the mental grip loosens. Share the weight. Talk to someone. Often when we speak our stresses out loud to a trusted friend or therapist, we're essentially asking someone else to help support the weight of the cup for a few minutes. That sheer load allows our own nervous system to finally exhale. If you hold it for an hour, your arm might start to ache, a dull, annoying throb in your shoulder. If you hold it for an entire day, your arm will feel completely paralyzed. Your muscles will cramp up, your fingers will lock into place, and the pain will become so excruciating that you will eventually collapse from the sheer agony of it. Now, think about this. In every single one of those scenarios, 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 day, the actual weight of the cup never changed. It remained exactly 10 ounces, but the longer you held onto it, the heavier and more unbearable it became.